The Joint Committee on Trade and Investment held in National Assembly on the 8th January 2025.
We kill those industries, we kill production, we kill export, which is the argument. So it's now a two-way thing. We will also kill you and go back to that. I say, no, we must find it. Or we still leave you and re-emphasize on manufacturing and make sure things that we need to export is good. So, DG, this discussion, I just want to clarify. Please.
Following the recommendation as the Joint Committee of Trade and Investment is ongoing, one of the members of the Joint Committee, distinguished Senator Hon AHMED, emphasized that we will spend more on recurrent expenditure than to pay wages.
They have things they are producing. And if you look at the number, if we were to ask Kenya to give us the figures that their trade negotiations use in a year for traveling, it would be up to 1/3 of what Nigeria is spending. We just like to spend, we just like to travel. And so when the crisis of Nigeria budgeting now, even this year and previous years, is that we spend all the money on recurrent expenditure. In my view, if we were to pay better wages to real workers, when I look at your numbers now, you probably find that what you spend on traveling is more than what you pay to workers. And that's why poverty is increasing. Few people now, if you travel for 7 days, your exchequer is more than your salary for 2 years. And those who favor to travel with you will similarly benefit. But the poor workers who don't have that connection, they live on their 70,000. And so Nigeria government complains that we can't raise wages because our recurrent expenditure is already very high. But the key issue with that recurrent expenditure is not salaries. It's not people wages. It is this endless, needless trip that we make. What influence can you have on American, even by your narration? Our American pass whether the permanent or nothing to do with this. And then you go to WTO to go and negotiate. For me, you negotiate rules of a club in which you are active. Nigeria is not active in the world trading system because by a series of combination of wrong policies, we have destroyed our manufacturing base, even as of today. I'm a textile worker, so I know what I'm talking about. And we did benefited from AGOA in the late 80s or 90s when we were exporting fabrics, even for making jeans. All those industries are gone. So when we set up these offices and we selectively pick some African countries, those are very serious countries who are managing their poverty and putting smile on their people. So what I would like my colleagues to look at is that the crisis of poverty that we face, which is a threat to all of us, is that money is spent in a manner that does not impact on the average person. And we create agencies. You make a law now, you are going to have SA, SSA, ESA, and so on and so forth. All of that we rather put this money where it will have impact on the ordinary workers working in your agency as well as other agencies. It may not seem relevant, but for me, if we do not attack the recurrent wastage, the recurrent expenditure, we can't free resources to deal with those things that will make us active in the international trade system.
Thank you very much.
And the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development Global System of Trade Preferences. Ours is not the recreate the environment for traders in terms of market access, lower duties, conditions under which you can trade and export. And we receive complaints from traders, Nigerian businesses, as to what problems they have, whether it's in Ghana or it's in Kenya or wherever. We can then negotiate with these countries. So ours, we can say, cannot put the amount to our output, But when you see trade between Nigeria and a particular country, or in the trade in Nigeria in a particular sector coming up, you know that part of the conditions is what we contributed to. In the WTO, we are currently doing a fishery subsidies agreement, which will help small fishers in our rural areas. We also have issues in the agriculture to help small stakeholders prevent import surges of food. So, yeah, for the 2024 budget, if you look at the document we gave you on page 4, it shows that our capital allocation appropriation for 2024 was 236,675 naira. We had releases amounting to 181,123,591 naira 74 kobo, with a balance of 34,119,083 naira 76 kobo. For overhead, total allocation was 204,803,593. The overhead releases across all the quotas was 63,700,000 naira 898 naira 25 kobo for each quarter. This is because our monthly releases are just around 21 million. For personnel, the total appropriation was 390 million 49,743 naira 50 kobo, and these are salaries that are released directly through the IPPIS, and all the staff receive their salaries up to December. This is a leave balance.